Okay, Sarah, we are going to start. It seems that anyone else will be able to join. So I just start recording. I'm going to start sharing my screen. So please let me know if you can see it. See.
I can see it yet.
Okay, thank you. Let me see what's wrong with this.
I can see it now.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, first of all, I want to apologize for all this delay and everything. As I mentioned before, we have like an issue with our drive, so it was very hard to like schedule the meeting and know like who was going to join to the meeting or the session. So I really appreciate your patience today. Okay, so today is going to be a very easy topic, the one that we are going to talk about today in this writing session. So, as you can see in these slides, we are going to practice and yes, learn how to write a proper informal email. My name is Sofia Moreno, so very nice to meet you. Sarah, Sarah, can you help me reading our goal?
Okay, by the end of this class, students will be able to understand, write, and answer an informal email using friendly language in a casual tone while effectively practicing their writing skills for everyday communication.
There we go. So that's what we are going to do today. We are going to practice how to answer friendly emails or how to create friendly emails. As you know, like writing goes by hand with reading. So we are going to read like a few examples of informal emails. We are going to answer a few questions about it. So yeah, it's going to be a very easy and practical class today. So I hope you enjoy it. I know it's just like you and me. So let's try to like create like a nice, a comfortable environment where you can feel free to open your mic and like participate and yeah, be active. We want to practice, of course, a lot of writing a skill, but if you feel comfortable too, you can just open your mic and like share whatever you want to share. So
Okay, teacher.
the agenda today is the introduction and readings. We are going to have a short space where we are going to meet each other. We are going to know a little bit more about each other. Then we're going to do a warm up activity. This warm-up activity is to like I usually do it so students can like get more familiarized with the idea or the topic of the session. Then we're going to talk a little bit more about an informal email. Then we will have a Q&A session. If you have any question or any suggestion, you can share it. Then we will do like a few activities and that will be it. It's going to be a very, very easy session. Okay, so introduction and greetings. Sarah, nice to meet you. My name is Sofia Moreno. I am 26 years old. I was born in Villavicencio. I moved to the United States 2 years ago, so now I'm living in Washington, D.C. And what can I say about me? Well, I love pastries. I actually love Colombian pastries. I have like a stock of buñuelos here in my fridge because I love buñuelos. I love croissants. I love every type of pastries. I love coffee. And I love to go on walks. I feel that like going on walks help me to like calm my mind and like focus and like organize a little bit my mind. So yeah, that's me. Now I want to hear about you, Sarah.
Okay, teacher. Well, my name is Sarah. I'm 18 years old. I live in Colombia, Bogota. And what about me? I like reading, listening music, cooking, watching TV series. I like practicing yoga, and I love cats. That's all, I guess.
Oh my God, I love cats too. I am obsessed with cats. Like every video
Yeah,
that I
me
watch,
too.
um, every video that I watch on Instagram and Facebook is about cats. I just like me hace la persona más feliz del mundo ver videos de gatos. Amo los gatos con mi vida. Aparte que tengo uno, entonces, mejor dicho.
Sí, yo también tengo uno. Justamente está a mi lado en este momento.
Ay, no, qué envidia. Yo tengo uno, pero está en Colombia, mi mami lo está cuidando, porque obviamente pues no me lo podía traer. Y no sabes la falta que me hace. Lloro viendo fotos del gato.
Ay, no, qué triste sería yo.
Ay, total. Pero bueno, algún día tendré un gatito. Bueno,
Sí, esa.
enfocándonos en el tema y dejando un poco de lado los gatos. Mucho gusto conocerte y me encanta que ambas amemos los gatos. Ya tenemos algo en común.
Sí, a mí también me da gusto conocerte. Muchas gracias.
Gracias. Okay, Sarah. So now we are going to do a warm-up activity. So in the chat, you are going to write a paragraph about your day. I know that it's a little bit early in Colombia, so you don't have to write about like this specific day, but you can write about yesterday. You can use informal tone as like if we're like best friends, and you can tell me like what did you do yesterday? Did anything interesting happen yesterday, and how did you feel? So we will have like 5 to 7 minutes to write in the chat, and then I'll read your paragraph and we will review it. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
perfect, thank you. Okay, perfect. Yesterday, I went to my favorite restaurant with my parents and my older brother. We ate delicious meals and I felt very happy while we were talking about our week. That's nice. What is your favorite restaurant?
Well, my favorite restaurant, it's called Freddy Patacon. It's uh, a place where you can eat a lot of meals, and it's very delicious.
Sounds good. And like, what type of meal did you get yesterday?
Uh, patacon.
Sorry, I think you cut off a little bit.
I asked patacon with
Mm.
chicken. Um, oh, I forgot how do you say carne?
Beef?
Yes, and cheese, full of cheese.
Mm, that sounds so good. Oh my gosh. I haven't eaten breakfast, so you are making me feel even more hungry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Sarah, I was going to ask you, where is this restaurant? What part of Bogota?
Well, I live in Bosa el Recreo, so it's like it's close to my house.
Oh, okay, nice, nice. Well, sounds very good. I'm very glad that you have a good time with your family and you ate delicious meals, of course. Okay, so continue with the session. Sarah, can you please help me reading this paragraph?
Okay. An informal email is a casual message typically sent to friends, family, or people you know well. It uses a friendly and conversational tone, often with relaxed languages, contractions, and informal expressions. The purpose of an informal email is usually to share personal updates, ask how someone is doing, or have a simple conversation.
Great, thank you very much. Until here, do you have any questions about the vocabulary or what is an email itself, about the paragraph that you just read?
Well, I think I know the vocabulary and what is an email. Yes, thank you.
Okay, okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so now we are going to talk a little bit more about an email. So here we have this page where we are going to read an email, and then based on that, we are going to read the answer of the original email. So you're going to spend a weekend with your friend from Scotland called Chris Stewart. Read the email you have just received from Chris and the notes you have made. Write a reply to Chris using all the notes. In red, you should write approximately 150 words. Okay, so I'm going to read this first part of the email and then you will help me with the second one, okay? Let me
Okay.
check if. Okay, just making sure. Coming to Glasgow. Hi, I'm really happy that we'll see each other next weekend. A friend of mine plays in a band and they are going to play a small concert on Friday evening. Would you like to go and see my friend play with her group? We need to decide what to do on Saturday. We could either take a trip down the River Clyde in a boat. I'm sure you will love that beautiful scenery. Or we could go and see a football match. Can you tell me which activity you would rather do? I wanted to ask your advice about something. I've just started to learn Italian, but I only have 1 hour of lesson every week. Can you give me some advices on how to improve my Italian as quickly as possible? Just one final thing. You told me in your last message that you have a new skateboard. Could you bring it with you to Scotland? I would love to have a go on it. All the best, Chris. So, here in this email, we can see like different types of paragraphs and how like this person distribute the informal email to send it to the other person. So here, of course, like as you know, like in informal emails, we use like very friendly vocabulary. So in this case, like you can see like the informal question, like, would you like to go and see my friend playing with her group? He talks a little bit about like what are his plans, and he suggested in a very informal way if he wants to join him. And then he tell Chris about like the situation and that he decide what he decide to do on Saturday, and he can like invite him to go with him too. And then like at the end he tells like, can you tell me which activity would you rather to do? That's not a typical question that you will ask in a formal email. In a yeah, like when you're going to ask a question to your boss, you would never use this type of vocabulary. And then here he asked for some advices. He just tell a situation that he's trying to learn Italian, and he's just like asking for advices. You never ask for advices to your boss unless you're having like a specific conversation. But if you're writing a report, um, it's very weird to ask for an advice to your boss. Yo creo que más bien sería como más bien tú le preguntas a tu jefe como una retroalimentación, más nunca como, ay, jefe, ¿qué hago para seguir aprendiendo más italiano? ¿Sí me hago entender? Entonces, en este correo vemos em, cómo se puede utilizar y cómo puedes tú crear y formar un correo informal. As you know, like because it is an informal email, that is not like in a specific structure, like an essay, for example. In an essay, you know that you have introduction, the body, and the conclusion. But because this is so informal, I feel that you are kind of like free to write it as you want it. And of course, it will depends on like what do you want to write and who is the person you are writing to. So important things that we need to keep in mind is like the connection words, the opening words. You can say hi or my dear blah blah blah, and I'm really happy to see and blah blah blah. The order of the questions, like the vocabulary, and also all the best. These are things that we need to keep in mind at the moment of writing an informal email. Do you have any questions so far?
Not for now, thank you.
Okay, perfect. So now, Sarah, can you please help me reading the answer of the email above?
Okay, hi Chris. Thanks for your email. It's great to hear from you. I can't wait to come and visit. So, about Friday, I would love to see your friend's band. What kind of music do they play? I'm thinking of starting my own band, so it will be good to meet your friends and ask them about it. On Saturday, I would prefer to go on the boat trip on the river. I'm not really a football fan, to be honest. The boat trip sounds much more chilled out. So, you're learning Italian? I'm impressed. Why don't you try and find an Italian to practice speaking with? If you find someone who's learning English, you could do a language exchange. It's the best way to learn. You should try to read some books in Italian as well. You asked about my skateboard. I'm sorry, but I can't bring it with me to Scotland. I have got loads of stuff and it's too big to fit in my suitcase. I'm really looking forward to seeing you. Best wishes,
Sure.
Zira.
Kind of similar. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. So here we have like a few tips for writing. Use formalic expression to start and finish your email. As I was mentioned before, it's very important to know these types of like expressions so we can write it in the email. So it's great to hear from you. I would love to hear more about you. How have you been doing? Or at the end, I'm really looking forward to see you. I hope to receive an answer from you soon. These types of informal ways help the email to be like more, not intimate, but like in some kind of way more relaxed and more like excited to, I don't know how to say this, like como crea una expectativa a recibir una buena respuesta de la otra persona utilizando estas dos partes en el correo. Second, use I will prefer plus infinity to say which option you want to do. you would never say that you would never use these types of things in a formal email, but in informal email is like very common that we use I will. In this case, I'm sorry. We can see that here she says, I would prefer to go on a boat trip on the river. Um, I don't feel that like in formal emails we have like the freedom to do I will prefer or I will like, unless like it depends on the situations. But because here Chris was asking her about like what she would like to do, she can give an answer of like what does she really want to do. Like I will prefer, I will like to. So in informal emails, we will see or we will use a lot the expression I will. Third, using formal words for express your ideas or your feelings. Chill out. Do you know what is chill out?
Like having fun, maybe.
Yeah, more chill out is like más relajado. Like here in this
Okay.
paragraph, she says like me gustaría ir como a ese viaje en el bote. No soy muy fan del fútbol, la verdad. Pienso que, perdón, suena más relajado y como más chill, es como más, ay, como dejando fluir, dejándose llevar el viaje en el bote. Y lots of stuff.
Okay.
¿Sabes qué es lots of stuff?
Well, I think stuff is like cosas, see?
Ujú, ujú.
But loads, I don't know this the meaning.
Lots se traduce como montón, como un montón. Ahí la
Oh,
expresión es
yeah.
como un montón de cosas. Entonces, sí, le atinaste. Ahí ella está diciendo como que, perdón, yo la verdad no puedo traer mi skateboard a Scotland porque tengo un montón de cosas y mi skateboard es muy grande como para meterla en la maleta. Then, respond to your friend's email in a friendly and chatty style. Here, she says, so you're learning Italian. I'm impressed. So, yeah, like, I really like this topic of like informal email because you can use pretty much any informal expression. And like I feel that you have more freedom to write. So yeah, I like to like have this type of chatty style in emails. Here, use variety of structures for giving advices. Why don't you? You should try. What we were talking, like, why don't you think about this? Wouldn't you rather to do this? Like, if it is us, Sarah, you can use these types of words so you can give advices, so you can keep it in mind. And then don't forget to respond all the point in your friend's email. I think it's very important that when you are writing an email, separate the paragraphs so the ideas are more clear. If you just write one paragraph, it might be difficult for the other person to like divide the ideas and answer one by one. So one advice or one suggestion for me, if you are going to write an email, an informal email in the future, is like try to divide your ideas in different types of paragraphs. It will be more useful for you to receive an answer and to the other person to write an answer, you know? Do you have any questions until here?
No, thank you.
Right. Okay, so now we are going to check our understanding or reading comprehension. So we are going to
Okay.
answer these few questions and then um, we are going to continue with the rest of the activities. Okay, so who is Chris? Is he a teacher, a friend, or a person you met on holiday?
A friend.
There you go. Check. Oh, right then. Let's continue. Which sentence below is true? You invited Chris to come to your country. You are going to Scotland next summer, and you're going to visit Chris in Scotland next weekend.
Mm, I can't remember. I have a bad memory. Well, I think it's the first one.
The first one? Okay, so here it says, I'm really happy to see you each other next weekend. So we know that like it's not that she's inviting Chris, but Chris is pretty much waiting for her in Scotland. And in this case, they don't say next summer, it says next weekend. So
Okay,
you are going to be, you, Sarah, you are going to visit Chris in Scotland next week.
okay.
Which sentence is true? Chris is a boy, Chris is a girl, Chris could be a boy or a girl. What do you
Uh,
think? Kinda hard.
well, I think it's a boy. No, or
I
or
don't
maybe. Uh,
I don't think they say, to be honest.
I
Because
think it
Chris
could
can
be.
be Christina or Christopher.
Yeah, it could
Um,
be a man or a woman.
yeah. Yeah, and they don't say anything here about like if he thinks he's a boy or a girl. I
Yeah.
think I will say it can be boy or a girl because it doesn't say. So,
Yes.
okay. Which one of the following points do you not need to include in your email? So
Okay.
first, say you want to see Chris friends, o sea, based in like um Chris answer in this in Chris email, what are the things that we shouldn't answer because he's not asking for? That's like pretty much the question. So
Okay.
say you want to see Chris friends concert. Tell Chris which activity you want to do on Saturday. Give Chris some advices on learning Italian. Tell Chris that you can bring your skateboard to Scotland. Say why you can bring your skateboard to Scotland. And tell Chris what your favorite type of music is. O sea,
Mm,
es un poquito confusa la pregunta, pero prácticamente está preguntando qué cosas tú no deberías responder en el correo, porque Chris
okay.
nunca te preguntó.
Uh, uh, uh.
Okay, so we know, for example, that Chris was asking for advices to learn Italian, right? So it's not this
Yes.
one.
He was
He was,
talking about on Saturday too.
so
So
this one is not either.
uh they talked about a concert,
They
but
did.
it
So
is
there you go. It's not that one. So we have these three.
maybe it could be the last one, or
Yeah. Yeah,
yes,
because they were talking about skateboarding, how it was, she has a lot of stuff, remember? And she can fit it.
yes.
So, and they never mentioned what type of music they like. So I guess it's that one. Okay. How long should be the email you write to Chris be?
150 words.
There you go. And the last one. You need to give Chris some advice. What option has three correct ways to give advice in English?
Um,
You should, you will, would you like to?
I
If I were
think
you, wait,
it
yes, sorry.
is the second option.
Okay, let's see. Uy, no, súper bien.
Yeah.
Súper bien, mejor dicho, ya para qué seguir.
Uh, you helped me a lot.
No, zero. Okay, so now we are going to match the sentences with their own purpose. So,
Okay.
what sentence do you think that we should use to start an email?
Um, Hi Chris, great to hear from you.
There you go. What about referring to one of Chris' questions, like answering one of his questions?
Okay. So about Saturday, maybe.
Hmm. What about giving an advice?
Um, if I were you, I would.
Okay. What about pre-closing? So before the closing, what would you write?
Um, I'm really looking forward to seeing you.
And best wishes here. There you go. Let's
Yes.
see. Ay, no,
Oh.
Sara, ¿ya para qué? Ya dejemos aquí. Apague y vámonos. Super bien, Sara. Congratulations. You like literally answered everything correctly. So now we are going to practice a little bit more about writing an informal email. So I don't know if we have the time. We will try to. So what you are going to do now is that you are going to answer me this email. So I have two emails, but for now, let's start with this one. Do you know the expression catching up?
No.
Catching up is adelantar agenda, pretty much.
Uh, okay, okay. Adelante.
Adelantarse. So catching up after so long, como, uy, adelantemos agenda después de tanto tiempo.
Okay.
So I'm texting you. I'm sorry, I didn't know your name, so I wrote Pepito. Hi, Pepito. It's been ages since we last talked. I hope everything is going well with you. I have been so busy with work and university that I haven't had much time to catch up with friends. I've recently started learning a new language, and it's been really fun but also challenging. What about you? What's new in your life? How's everything been since we last saw each other? I would love to hear what you have been up to lately. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Best, Sophia. So you are pretty much going to answer me like, what is like, how is your life recently? How are you doing? What, have you tried something new? Have you moved to a different city? I don't know. So you can pretty much write about whatever you want. You can write it in the chat. Uh, as I said before, for me, it's better if I write like different types of paragraphs. So if you can, perfect. But yeah, it's pretty much like giving me an answer on these questions in this last part. Okay?
Okay, teacher. I
Oh,
I will write an answer.
okay. Okay, perfect. I will give you like 5 to 7 minutes, but if you need more, just let me know, okay? Or if you need help.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, Sarah, perfect. Hi, Sophia. I'm happy to hear about you. I thought you forgot me. Ay, qué tóxica eres, Sara. What language are you learning? It sounds very interesting. I'm learning French at this moment, and like you said, sometimes it's hard, but always is fun too. About me, I've been studying a lot. I can't find a job yet, but I know that I will find one. Looking forward to reading your answer soon. Best, Sarah. Me encantó, Sara. Amé la primera parte. Okay, so,
La parte tóxica.
sí. Pero no te preocupes que yo soy igual. Yo te hubiese escrito, ¿pero qué? Aunque bueno, yo no sé cómo traducir eso en inglés. El pero qué,
Sí,
colombiano. Bueno, súper bien. Very, very good that you write the opening like phrases. I'm happy to hear about you. I thought you forgot about me. That's very informal, and I love it. I really like that based on like what I share with you, you ask me questions so that like open a conversation in the email. So that's great. It sounds very interesting. I'm learning French at this moment, and like you said, sometimes it's hard, but always it's always fun too. So very good in there because like you are like sharing like a same experience with me, and you're sharing your experience with me too. About me, I've been studying a lot. I can't find a job yet, but I know that I will find one. Looking forward to, in that case, will be to read, not to reading. Sería como el verbo en infinitivo. To read your answer soon. Best wishes, Sarah. Muy bien, o sea, todo súper bien, Sara, la construcción del correo súper bien. Lo importante es que me diste como respondiste a cada pregunta que te pregunté y como que la idea del correo se vio y se respondió. So, very, very good. I don't think we have time to answer the other one because I have a class in like 8 minutes. Um, but yeah, do you have any questions about like the activities or like the topic itself or like the vocabulary?
No, teacher, I don't have. Thank you.
Okay, great. I hope. Oh, wait, I don't think this is the correct. Ay, espérate, a ver, esto no me deja. Dame un momento, voy a enviarte el link de la asistencia para que lo llenes. Espero que te haya gustado la clase, que todo haya sido claro para ti. Bueno, pues
Sí,
espero.
profe, muchísimas gracias.
Vale, me alegro mucho. So I just send you the link so you can fill the assistance. And yeah, I hope to see you very, very soon in another session. I really enjoy having you here, and I hope you have a great day.
Okay, teacher, thank you. Have a nice day or afternoons or night.
Okay, thank you very much, Sarah. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.